Welcome to Strip Coverlet, where we squeeze the bigger picture out of literature. I'm Adrian Fort, and we are here for another poetry discussion. A poetry discussion which will take place in two separate playlists here on the channel. Number one being the poetry discussion playlist. Number two being the Emily Dickinson playlist. And guys, this poem, look, I've been making videos on the internet about poetry for nearly a decade now, and we may have finally done it. We might have finally found Emily Dickinson's weirdest poem. This one is out there. It's very out there, but I think this may be, in fact, autobiographical, which is going to sound stupid if you've never read the poem and you see the first line, "The mushroom is the elf of plants." But bear with me. "The mushroom is the elf of plants" reads as such. The mushroom is the elf of plants. At evening, it is not. At morning, in a truffled hut, it stop upon a spot, as if tarried always, and yet its whole career is shorter than a snake's delay, and fleeter than a tear. 'Tis vegetation's juggler, the germ of alibi, doth like a bubble antedate, and like a bubble he. I feel as if the grass was pleased to have it intermit, this surreptitious scion of summer circumspect. Had nature any supple face, or could she one contemn? Had nature an apostate, that mushroom, it is him. So, what? I think that's the right question. What? The mushroom is the elf of plants. We are talking here about the mushrooms, which are probably the weirdest thing that you could walk through the woods and find, right? When you really think about it, we talk about how the mushroom goes away. We talk about how the mushroom, I don't know why this is always doing this. The mushroom is back in the morning as if it had always been there. And the whole career of a mushroom's entire life, shorter than a day, right? But the part I really want to get about, so we go through this talking about just the weird little things about a mushroom, all the while giving a mushroom some type of characterization, saying that the mushroom is strange. The mushroom is special in this way. The mushroom is curious. The mushroom is one of the, how would we say? A mushroom is sort of a quirky individual among vegetation. But here's where I really want to spend some time. I feel as if the grass was pleased to have it intermit, the surreptitious scion of summer circumspect. If we go ahead and accept that, look, when you've got a poem, something is going to symbolize something else, and of course, it can symbolize anything you can make the case out for it to symbolize, otherwise, it's just propaganda. But I think there's a pretty strong case here to be made. We are given the direct translation of the mushroom at the beginning of the poem. The mushroom is like an elf. Elves are magical little creatures, right? But I think that metaphor extends beyond that place. And if we take a look at this stanza here, I think this is where we have to find the real heart of the matter. I feel as if the grass was pleased to have it intermit. I feel as if the grass being just, the common vegetation on the ground, I feel as if it was pleased. It was okay to have um, that mushroom intermit. The grass does not. So this is a dual purpose sort of phrase, right? The grass was happy to have the mushroom there while it was. Shorter than a snake's delay, by the way. The grass is also happy the mushroom is gone. That's the part of this phrase that I think doesn't get the appreciation, maybe, that it deserves. But if we're extending metaphors here, what is grass? The common, right? The grass is being set out here as just regular. The grass is that which is just to be found. It's the mushroom that's the weird one. It's the mushroom that stands out. It's the mushroom that has all of these quirky characteristics. And the grass, looking on, can be happy to have had the mushroom there, can be happy to have the mushroom gone. The grass, looking on in this very same way, can be happy that it is not a mushroom. The life of the mushroom is going to be much more difficult than the life of the grass because of all of these quirky aspects of what it means to mushroom. So if we accept that this is all metaphor, and we accept that grass is that of the regular, what if grass is representative of just normal folk? Leaves of grass. Grass represents regular people, the everyday, right? Nothing wrong with being an everyday person, but you're not a mushroom. Might we also accept that if we're going to have strangeness involved with characteristics, someone with the massive brain power of an Emily Dickinson would have been cognizant of the fact that she, too, did not quite fit in, was not quite a regular person? I think that would be an understandable assumption to make based on the powers of cognition that Emily Dickinson surely toted around with her. Then could this idea of the mushroom be extended to Emily Dickinson herself? Or, just in general, a writer, in general, an artist, in general, the weird folks around? It would mean that she thought there were people who probably, from time to time, liked to see her, from time to time, liked when she was gone, that she was no longer in the room. You know, that Emily Dickinson strange character, nice to see her once in a while, but I've got to get on with my day now. But also, a small recognition of the fact that the grass would be happy that it was not a mushroom. The grass would be happy when the mushroom was gone, as happy as the grass was to see the mushroom in the first place. Would the mushroom be happy that it was not the grass? I don't know that we have any reason to believe that part of it. I think this is an observation that the mushroom just does what the mushroom believes the mushroom must do, if it even is cognizant that far. The mushroom mushrooms. And the Emily Dickinsons. That is all I have for this poetry discussion. If you like or appreciate what I do here, hitting the like button really does help me out, as it tells YouTube to share this video with other literature lovers. And if you find yourself here by chance but not design, literature is the only thing I talk about on this channel. There's poetry on the channel every Monday, and I hope to have you back for the next one.